Dance Arts of Columbia provides fitness fun for everyone from 3 years old to adults. Dance Arts is a good environment where the friendly staff makes you feel comfortable. Dance Arts feels that dance is an art form that you can experience firsthand by learning tap, jazz, modern, musical theater, lyrical, and ballet. Dance Arts urges you to enjoy a sense of accomplishment while getting fit and having fun. For class information, call 875-1569. Dance Arts of Columbia, serving Columbia since 1979.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Friday, July 29th. Our one topic today, well maybe it's one topic, cell phone for soldiers. Connie McClellan is here. And you really can't tell if it's going to be one topic or two with Connie McClellan. Good to have you here, Connie.
Good to be here, Paul.
When you called me, you said you wanted to come on and talk about cell phones for soldiers. What is that?
Cell Phones for Soldiers is a program where people can donate their phones to Cell Phones for Soldiers organization, who then cashes them in and gets cell phone cards for our soldiers and Marines overseas.
So if you have a cell phone that you have not activated any longer because
Yes.
you've upgraded,
Right.
Deactivated, I
Right.
guess is what it's called, and you still have the cell phone, you can donate this. Does the soldier get that phone?
No, the soldier gets a phone card.
Well, what
So
do they do with that phone?
Well, that's what they cash it in and get money for the different parts and that sort of thing.
Oh, so that's how it works. If
turns
you've
it
got an
into money.
old cell phone, you just drop it off, and then the money that comes from you donating that cell phone goes to a phone card so the soldiers can call home.
Exactly.
Now I understand it.
And if you have someone in particular that you want a card to go to, they can designate a card to that particular soldier.
So how do you know how much your old cell phone is worth?
Oh, who knows? Who knows? We just, my company that I work for, Winter Denton Company, has a drop-off location where people can just drop them off. We pack them up, send them to Cell Phones for Soldiers, and let them deal with the logistics.
Do you have any idea how much money has been donated because of the cell phones that you've collected?
I should, but I don't.
Okay. Well, we'll say thousands.
Lots of money. Lots.
Thousands of dollars. So this is an ongoing program.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And you know, so many of us, if we've updated our cell phones over the past 10 years, we probably have, I think I've got about 3 or 4 old cell phones that I have just stuck in drawers.
Me too. I just have the hardest time just getting rid of them.
Well, because you're kind of sentimental. You said,
well,
oh, I've talked
and
to
what
so
if
many
yours
people.
breaks and stuff. But
okay, so go dig those cell phones out of the drawers that you're not going to use them
That's right,
anymore.
that's right.
You're not going to use them anymore, and you don't want to
you
throw
don't want
them
to
away.
throw them away because that's
No,
bad for the
because
environment.
Right. You can donate them to Cell Phone for Soldiers, and somebody's going to get a phone card that they can call home when they're
Yes,
overseas.
exactly.
And where do they drop these off at?
We have 2 locations. Winter Denton Company is the drop-off location. One is in Jefferson City, 101 East McCarty in Jefferson City, and the other location is here in Columbia, 1205 West Broadway, Suite A.
And that's all you have to do. And I'll bet you that everybody listening this morning or watching this on the internet has at least 1 or 2 cell phones stuck in drawers somewhere that you can dig out, and maybe we can get thousands of cell phones donated.
I would love that. Love that. One thing, though, that I would suggest, you can go to cellphonesforsoldiers.com, and it will give you instructions on how to get your personal information off the cell phone before you donate
Oh,
it.
that's important, isn't it? Yeah. So go to www.cellphoneforsoldiers.com.
Correct.
And it will tell you how to get all of your personal information off. But can you not just go into that cell phone and delete it that way?
Probably. I don't know.
But it's going to
haven't
tell you on the
tried it yet.
website. It's good. Okay, that sounds good. Now, the last time you were on, which I think was about 6 months or so ago, we talked about.
year.
Is it a year?
It's been at least a year.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll try not to make
Time
it.
flies. That's okay.
All right. We talked about your little sister. You were in
Yes.
a
Big brothers and big sisters.
Yeah. How's that coming along?
Great. Now the little sister that I had at the time, and the ones that that we were focusing on particularly were the ones who are prisoners, children of prisoners. So that particular little girl actually moved back to St. Louis with her mother and is doing well. We still keep in touch, but now I've got a new little sister.
Of a prisoner's.
Of a prisoner. Yep.
So how does this work?
Well, you just get, you call Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and you go through an interview process, and they match you up depending on what your interests are, depending on what the child's interests are, and they match you up.
And you specifically, if you want to deal with a child who's one of their parents are in prison, you have to ask for that
yes,
program.
you want to let them know that that's what you're interested in. Although they might ask that in the interview process too.
Yeah.
Or do you have a problem with that? Some people, have a problem with that, but
so
I'm not one of them.
How do you talk to a child whose parent is
You just
in jail?
really you just talk to them like you would.
Do you
any
bring
other,
that up?
Oh yeah, yeah. I always say, so have you seen your dad yet? Well, no. Or yeah, we went and saw him last weekend, and we even talk about what it is that he did, and I'm like, well, you want to make sure you don't do that. Oh no, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You just talk to him as a friend. I kind of consider myself kind of a grandma, big sister image because
Grandma, you're not old enough to be a grandma.
Well, maybe, okay. But anyway,
Did I say the right thing?
You did perfect.
Okay.
But anyway, it's a wonderful, wonderful program, and it's just getting these kids, keeping them on track,
Yeah.
changing the destiny of our nation one child at
That's
a time.
true, isn't it? Because we're in the hands of these young people. We're not getting any young.
No.
We're getting older.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's see. We've talked about cell phone for soldiers, and we talked about big brothers, big sisters, and there was one other topic that you wanted to bring up.
Well, I wanted to tell the listeners about my son John, and some people remember this and some people don't, but he was the Marine that was shot through the head in Iraq in 2005, and I wanted to let everybody know that he got married. May 21st, he got married. He's going to MU. He's doing great, and that's the update on that story.
So in 2005, recap that real quick.
Well, and actually, he was shot twice in 2005, but 2006 was the most serious injury. He was shot through the head by a sniper in Iraq.
Yeah, and he's doing well.
He's doing fabulous.
Okay.
Got a 3.6 grade point average.
And Mom is very proud.
I'm very proud.
Okay. Connie, thank you so much for coming by. So recap once again, cell phone for soldiers. You take your old cell phones and you can donate them. There are 2 drop-off points, and the soldier gets a phone card.
That's
and the
exactly
drop-off points are?
Winter Denton Company, 101 East McCarty in Jefferson City, and 1205 West Broadway, Suite A in Columbia.
Okay, and then the Big Brothers Big Sisters program that you were talking about, go to the web, and that is the website for Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Google it.
You don't know what
Just
it is?
Google it. Big
You're
Brothers
a
Big
big
Sisters
sister.
Columbia.
Okay. Go to Google, put in Big Brothers Big Sisters Columbia, and then the website will come up and the phone number, and it's a rewarding.
It is a great program for everybody. I don't know who gets more, her or me. I really don't.
Well, you probably get more out of it.
I think I do.
Okay, it's rewarding.
It is very.
Thank you so much for coming by. Always a pleasure to have you. Please give me a call and come
will.
back
I
again.
will.
We'd
Thanks, Paul.
love chatting with you.
Appreciate it.
We're out of time for today. Okay, Monday, we're going to talk about the Labyrinth. Thank you, because I have had one heck of a time with that word. The Labyrinth Energy Center. That's going to be interesting. Our show directed by Travis McMillan of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio, Pat Akers, KBIA. Our floor director, Andrew Orozco. And our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Be careful. Drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. Bye-bye.